So yeah, I'm gonna play Batman.
All
It's a
right.
special night tonight because I got my calculus homework done early.
Awesome.
I've been working all weekend on it. We get to do differential equations.
Oh gosh.
It wasn't that bad, but once you get to a word problem, then it takes a long time figuring out what's even asking for.
Yeah. Well, at least you got through it.
Yep.
I found out that I passed my medical transcription final, so I'm pretty happy.
Damn.
Yeah. And it was online classes. I paid for a year, and I found out the results literally the year. Yeah. Oh, it was scary. I would have had to pay $300 just to keep going if I failed.
Oh god. Well, I'm in a similar. Oops! Wow, I accidentally jumped over. I was trying to get up there. Oh, it's not a shortcut; it's a dead end. Um. Oh, that was close. Oh, I couldn't get out of the way. So yeah, I'm actually passing my Calc 2 class. Yay! I have a 72 on it because our last two quizzes were dropped.
Ooh.
One of the things that's so weird is whenever teachers give you those surveys, those class surveys, but they're like so skewed towards always making it look positive. So
Yeah.
if you have like a genuine complaint with the class, there's like no way to really get it out. It's like I don't get what the point of those surveys is.
Because they're trying to like lead you into saying good things only.
Yeah. It's like there's only two parts of it that are like written responses, and it's like, okay, that doesn't help. And both of the questions are asking about how does the class's resources help you learn and whatever. It's like, how about the way the class's resources don't? Where's that question? What happened to that one? Gotcha. Gotta find a better way to hit those. Actually, I think those are the only one in the whole game. Never mind. Woo! And this guy
Just hanging
stands
out.
there.
Oh.
Yep. just just a ninja minding his own business. But then Batman just has to go in and be a jerk. Whoops, that's not the right one. That's the right one. You piece of crap. Gotcha. Yeah, I already found the sweet spot. If only he would come down, though. There we go.
Yeah, you beat this level before, right?
Yeah, I got all the way up to the Joker. So, really, I've already seen this whole game, but it was so long ago that I've actually forgotten mostly everything. So, a lot of this feels pretty new-ish. Where I'm going to be going, oh, I think I remember this. Okay, no I don't. I thought I was going to come up to a wall jumping section. Oops. I'm going to style it and do this. Yeah. No need for weapons there.
I just beat Trauma Team a few days ago.
Cool.
I know.
I don't remember if I beat that game or not, but I remember really liking it.
It was so good. Did you play the other Trauma Center games?
No, that was the first one I ever played.
That's okay. I don't know.
Right. I wasn't supposed to do that.
I'm trying to use a guide for all this other bonus stuff, and it's very condescending, and I don't like it. Like, I'm trying to get help, and the guy keeps going, oh, well, the old Trauma Center games are much better. This wouldn't have happened in the old Trauma Center games. Oh, this game stinks. It's, why'd you write a guide for it if all you're gonna do is complain about it?
That's kind of weird.
Oh, I'm so good at it, but I wish it was a Trauma Center game.
Yeah. See, it's the first one I've played, so I can't really like relate to that much.
Well, I've played them all, and I can say that Trauma Team definitely is the best one. So
And this guy's trying to make it out like it's the worst one.
yeah, because Trauma Center used to have a bunch of diseases that were made up, you know. So like you could feel like you're saving the world without having to use cancer or something, you know.
Right.
So Trauma Team was a bit more grounded in reality most of the time.
Right, because they. Oh my god, I love that. They had actual things like jaundice and whatever.
Yeah, yeah, and he really hated like the diagnosis and forensic missions, and I thought, oh, those are so cool though.
Oh, wait, the diagnosis one, yeah, that was like when it turned into like an adventure game. I thought those were cool.
I know, it was like.
And the forensics, yeah, that was also like an adventure game.
Right.
I thought those were cool.
They're mad because you didn't actually get graded on those two. You were marked whether or not you were able to beat it, and he's like some sort of skill hound or something like that because I got to get the S rank and everything, but this doesn't have any S rank, so these missions suck.
Yeah, it's
elitism, I guess.
I wouldn't even say that. I think you nailed it earlier by saying just skill hound because it's not ranking you, but it's like it's not even the kind of thing that's like really all that great for it.
Right.
Like what that kind of gameplay challenge is.
Right. Like I guess the best you could do is like no misses, but.
Oh my god! I went through him. That poor bastard just killed himself.
Gosh. These are the Joker's goons? Boy. Not too
They're
bright.
a bunch of jokers, aren't they?
Yeah. I've also been playing Order of Ecclesia.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know. I'm near the end of that one. That's been pretty good.
Well, okay, here's why I feel a little stupid saying that is because I only played like 5 minutes of that game, but I just know I really liked it.
Oh. Well, it is pretty good. I think my favorite's still Araya of Sara though, but Order is pretty good too. It's got Order's got some elements of Araya of Sara that I kind of liked, but it doesn't quite hit all those notes. Did you ever play that one?
Nope.
Oh. Did you play any of the other Game Boy Advance or DS ones?
No. Those, like, once I'm done with Metroid, Castlevania, especially the more Metroidvania ones, are ones I really need to catch up on. Because I haven't played any of them.
Oh boy.
Like, I only got a taste of Order of Ecclesia for the DS, and I really liked the whole magnet power thing. Oh my god! Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, I got an idea. There we go. Sweet. Got it.
Awesome.
Oh shit, the boss. Okay, yeah, I do remember this. One, two. Yeah, like I remember this pattern. One, two. Oh, that hurt me. Okay, don't jump right into it. Oh yeah, this part's gonna get me. Ah, I was afraid of that. I didn't want that last one to go before I killed it.
So is this boss in like stages?
Yeah, the boss are, I think, considered their own. No, I don't know. This boss came at the end of the stage. I know that for sure.
I know. I mean, like, do you have to beat everything else before getting to the core?
Yep. I know there's a sweet spot where if I just yeah, there it is.
Oh,
There's a sweet spot where you can stand right under it.
incredible!
Have you ever danced with a devil in the pale moonlight? Ha ha ha.
And he shoots you. Great. You're
And
dead.
then he threw me in the sewer. Oh, not these things.
What's Zangief doing here?
Yeah, this is why they're a little too big. That's what it is. Because normally they're supposed to like jump over you and you do this, but sometimes they do like a short hop and
Yeah.
Batman's not actually fast enough to run away.
Can't you like skip over beating these guys, or is it like a brawler where you have to?
You can skip them, but they're just enough in the way that it's definitely a pain to.
I mean, when he jumps behind you, you can't outrun him.
Oh, I can. Well, no. He jumps pretty far, so. Gotcha. Okay, I don't need that for this part, so I need to jump down, then jump straight up. There we go. Oh, this is better. Yep. Got him. I think I can just jump that. Yep. Alright, this is... Okay. I think I can get him to just jump over me, and then I can just jump to the other side and run away from him. So let's see. Nope. Motherfucker is stuck up there. And I can't get up!
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
Oh, yep, there's two of them.
Do you explode in a Batman symbol?
So yeah, those things are a bit too big to really run away from like that. Because they jump around pretty fast. Oh wait, I need this. Come up here. Sometimes they'll go stupid like that and then just stand there and wait for me to wail on them.
Is that is it a tranquilizer gun?
It looks like a gun.
It's just
or
a gun.
rocket gun, I don't know. It's shooting something.
Oh my god, Batman, you've changed.
Yeah, here we go again. So I was right that I could get him to jump over me. Wait.
What about using your long-range weapons here?
Actually, yeah, you're right. There we go.
Awesome.
That was a very good idea. So I know exactly what to do for the next one. Okay, that took way more damage than I should have. Can I jump that, or will that thing on the ceiling? Yeah, it looks like it will.
The waterfall?
No, not the waterfall, this orange block on the ceiling. Hang on, let me... Maybe I can jump this, let's see. Okay.
Oh.
Batman didn't want to jump. Oh my god, second again, where he's just not jumping. Don't worry though, it's not too bad. Give me back my heart. Oh man. Gotcha. Oh, thank you. God damn it. Alright. Out of my way. Don't actually need powers for that. Yes. Oh, I don't think I actually needed that heart.
Oh, the schedule for the next Games Done Quick is up.
Oh, cool.
And-
Wait, what? When is it? Because I swear, if it's on the week of my finals, oh my god, you fuckers!
It's January 3rd
Get off!
to January
Oh my
9th.
god. Yeah, this is why this kind of enemy is a problem.
Yeah, I can see
Where it's just
that.
like, there you go, you're done.
Like
you need
everything after that jumping guy just, well, not, like the one you got to use the long range weapon for. Everything after that just looks like a pain because there's one of those guys jumping around, then there's the machines going on the floor, and then after that there's like the little tiny blocks, and you got the propellers at the bottom to worry about. It's just a mess.
Yeah. It's that, like, I mean, I really do love this game a lot, but it's moments like those when you can kind of see it just kind of falling apart, where it's like, I can't get away from this guy and get into a spot quick enough that he can't just always keep pouncing on me. So, they made that enemy a little overbearing. Oh my god, look at that! Like, holy shit.
Oh.
No!
Oh
get
my
off.
god.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean, where it's like, they're way too good at just sticking onto you like glue, to where it's like, I can't get out of from being inside them. Which is why skipping them isn't really a good idea.
Yeah, I see that now. But even still, those little machines that follow you, can't you get rid of those somehow?
Oh yeah, those... the machine... Yeah... They're easy enough because they just go on the ground. They don't jump like these guys do.
Right.
And they can't chase you if you're jumping around up there. But, what I mean is, there's gotta... Hang on, let me figure out words to get a better way to explain what happens there. It's a type of setup where you need to take everything one thing at a time. It's because when there's more than one thing, Batman is overpowered too easily. So like I could jump over those guys, but that's really a bad idea. Whoops, I forgot to deselect them and put on the bat. There we go. Select Batman to punch things. There we go. Do I need Batman or do I need... No, the thing is going to come up. So I need Batman to punch these guys. Wow, look at this situation.
Oh.
Well,
two down.
He goes up, I'm going to move.
Ah.
Get off, you fucker. Got him.
At the expense of losing your health.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can just jump that. Okay, but can you jump that? Actually, yes, you can.
Oh no. Ooh. That looks like it'll work.
I think if I remember going through this before, and those things just take a really long time to die, so it's actually not worth it. So I need to jump to that platform down there. Yeah. Actually, let me Okay, not that, not that, this. And I'm gonna destroy that thing. There we go.
Health.
Yeah!
Awesome.
Got through the level. Yeah, they don't refill your health when you beat a level.
Oh, that's mean.
But that's okay, this game is practically infinite continues.
Ooh, that's always good.
No, not practically, it is infinite continues. It does have infinite continues. Okay, there it is, that's the one I forgot. Like, I remember there was a really not well done, like, blind fall there, where you kind of have to be moving a certain way, and that was the one. Da-da. This music kicks so much ass. Oh, see, that fucking... where he was, like, already on top of me, like, before I even made it to the bottom. Fuck. Oh, did you see that weirdness there? I thought there was only one, but there was actually two.
Oh,
they were just moving in such perfect sync that it looked like there was only one. Alright. Ta-da, ta-da. Yeah, that part over there you can... There we go again. Fuck you. And you kind of want to stay back here because you don't want to trigger the other guy. It's that kind of like playing the game where you like, oh, I don't want to activate the other enemy because then it becomes like too overwhelming for Batman. So you just play to this little small space here, and then deal with the. Actually, I can do this again because their AI does that when they're on the edge of the screen like that. Let me freaking aim. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the reason I'm using weapons more is because I kind of already... I remember my first playthrough where I was trying to go as much as I could, like fists only. I think so, anyways. That I don't feel as ashamed using, you know, weapons. I'm not going for a minimalist run. Oh, there's the exit. There you go. Oh, this thing, yeah. All right. That's right. Their hitboxes are bullshit. They actually extend a little bit past the ledge, so even though you stand here like that and they're clearly not going over, they're actually still hitting you. They can still hit you, I mean.
That's mean.
Oh, that's another thing. They shoot. Look, he wasn't even on screen when he shot that. Yep.
Oh.
You piece of shit.
He's too aware.
So if I remember correctly, I know these guys I can actually beat with just my fists. Like this. Yeah, just like that.
Oh, so I was going to say that this game is going to be in the marathon.
Oh my god. God. Oh. I want to give such a big middle finger to the designer who put that enemy right there. That I can't actually see. So this game's going to be speedrun? That's cool.
A 4-way race, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. But if I also remember, there was a way to despawn him. Yep, there he goes. He's gone.
Awesome, just like in Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. There's a few... I don't know if there's a few, but I feel like that's something that, an unfortunate thing that happened with a lot of NES games. Because, you know, limited hardware and all that.
Right.
I've done this before. So... Okay, you can hit those, alright. Nope, I think I respawned him. Nope, I didn't. Didn't fall that low. Okay. Got it! Woo! No damage!
Wow.
Oh my god! Oh! Every time with that, it didn't hit me, but dang!
Of course.
Set my heart. Make my heart gonna stop with that. Wait, did I despawn him? Oh, you're right, this is another one that despawns. Yeah, that's what you get for being such a punk. Oh, that was the end of the level. Okay. Oh no, this Chode! I remember he's kind of an idiot. Fuck. Nope. What was his pattern? I forgot. Gotcha. That was what it was. It was created because playing him the fair way is actually kind of slow and boring.
What is this? Is that supposed to be Jack Nicholson?
He wasn't that old when that movie came out.
No, that didn't even look like a scene. I don't know. Maybe that was Caesar Romano? I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that big guy down there. Oh, I was so close to doing that.
Were you able to get Shadow Complex to work?
Oh, I installed it, so I got that to work. I was able to successfully install it. I haven't actually played it yet
Oh, okay.
because I kind of wanted to get some of those, some games I already had on my backlog out
Yeah.
of the way.
Yeah,
And-
that's fine. I
And
just
this game, yeah, this game was definitely one of them. Use the boomerang, as Gray likes to say. Okay, I didn't actually switch to Batman in time. Don't worry, there's no rush. Oh, I just don't want to use my... There we go. Here we go. Come on, big get. Oh, wait. No, I can do this. I don't have to pull up with your bullshit. Got him.
Nice.
Is there another one? Nope. Alright, 4-2. There's only 6 levels, each of which are divided into sub-acts or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
But I am getting close to the end of the game. And how long's it been? Oh, God. I think it's been like 40 minutes.
See, you could speedrun the game too.
Got it. There we go. Yeah, they wanted you to make use of that technique of like clicking off. Oh god, this. Let's see. All right, I have this.
Awesome.
Gotcha.
Wow, Batman, huh?
Yeah, that's him.
What stage is this? Like 4?
Yeah, it's 4-1. Yeah.
I guess you're still working on beating this then.
Yep. I managed to get up to the joke. Hang on, there's better not be something down there. Okay, good. Got to the Joker first time I played, so it's just a matter of beating the final boss.
Yeah, this is one where you kind of just got to put in the time.
Oh wait, he'll respawn, won't he? I hope the game would reward me for being clever by not respawning that, but I doubt it. Da-da-da-da-da.
Isn't this game weird where, like, some enemies respawn and some don't?
Nope, it respawned. So, no, it's some enemies I know despawn, but the game's pretty consistent with its respawn rules. I mean, enemies staying where they're supposed to be.
Okay. I thought, like, the Killer Crocs or something didn't respawn.
I've never checked, actually. And I didn't know that's what they were. Actually, it's probably not what they are.
It's probably not what they are.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, almost had that. Had that one though. Oh no, because the reason why I got it that time was because there was nothing on the get out of here, you little shit. There was nothing on the ceiling to bump my head on. That's why I was short of the other one. Gotcha.
Adrian, you're not going to be playing 20XX with us?
Oh no, I am. I actually downloaded it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So once I get this game, definitely gonna get started on that. I still have to truly beat Long Live the Queen though, because I did not actually beat it.
Did you like that?
Uh-oh.
I mean,
It's a lot of equivocation.
it's I played worse, but I played
Aw.
better. It's just I'm sorry that's way too much work outside of the game itself because there's not enough information in the game itself that to do your
Okay,
to
yeah.
plan things out.
Yeah, trying to do it within the context of not using outside sources does make it super duper duper tough. But
Yeah. It doesn't even need to be, well, it's just like checking my own videos and writing notes and things. It's like, when I play a strategy game, I've never had to do that before.
Yeah,
It's
that's
usually like all right there in front of me, so it's kind of like, fuck.
That's
But-
so weird. It really doesn't seem like the kind of game that would have that much, like, mystery to it.
it's really cool the way it does everything though. But it's just so hard making it all come together. Well, I don't know
Yeah.
about making it all come together, but like
So,
it's-
does it make sense once you've done it right or read how to do it right?
it probably will. I I have the wiki ready to just blast through and do everything possible because I'm a big cheater. But
Cheater!
I
I
beat,
fell down! Fuck! I fell further down.
I beat Battletoads yesterday, but that was on the rare collection where I had the gratuitous use of a rewind button. So, yeah, I did get to the end of Battletoads, but not with 1991 skill level.
So that's the first I've heard of that rewind button. Is that available for every game?
Only up to the Nintendo 64 era, then it goes away.
So you can't do it in Jet Force Gemini?
You can't. No.
How are the N64 ports?
I haven't actually gotten there yet. I was trying to get all the older games out of the way because I didn't really
Fuck.
think I'd be replaying them as much as the newer stuff. But from what I think Jet Force and Conquer might actually be widescreen now,
Oh, that's really nice.
or maybe I'm making that up actually. Jet Force, they did give an option to use modern controls with that.
Yeah, that's what, like, I'd really like to play that. So I might get it just for that. It is on PC, right?
No,
Oh, it's not?
it's not. No,
Well, what do you have it on?
Xbox One.
Oh, I didn't realize you had an Xbox One.
That's fine. I don't really talk about it very often, and I just got it Labor Day weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I really can't bring myself to buy this new consoles. I was just trying to help a friend, well, actually an older coworker, pick out PS4 games for his kids. So I was looking through like lists of best PS4 games and stuff,
Yeah,
and it just was really sad. The number of best PS3 game or PS4 games are PS3 games. Like,
remastered. Yeah, like Last of Us, Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto 5.
yeah, Last of Us was like number 1 or number 2 on most of the lists, and it was like, that's not even a PS4 game. So yeah, I'm just not feeling that at this point. But I
I'm
really
not
want to
either.
play Jet Force Gemini.
Yeah, I kind of had a similar, like, dilemma with Wario Fan, where I'm like, what the hell's even on this thing that makes it worth getting?
Well, I like Infamous, so and Until Dawn, I know I'm gonna like, and whatever. I know people hate the Heavy Rain guys, but they got something coming to PS4 too that I know I'm gonna like. So, and I'm just a sucker for all those Square Enix games. So,
What Square Enix games are there
uh,
other than Final Fantasy 15?
well, that one you can get on Xbox too. I mean the Xbox One too, not the Xbox Two. Final Fantasy Type 0, but that's also on the Xbox. Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
2.8.
Yeah, 2.8.
What does
That's
that
serious.
mean?
I thought you were joking. I didn't know that's what it was actually called.
No, it's 2.8.
Oh my god.
It's not quite 3, but it's almost, because it's a collection of the 3DS game and just some other ancillary Kingdom Hearts stuff. and it's just supposed to be like, oh, this is right before Kingdom Hearts 3. It's right before it, guys, and then it's the next one.
Haven't they been doing that with every single release for the last 10 years?
Well, yeah, but this time they're blunt about it. Let's see, and then there's, the Final Fantasy VII remake, and then there's probably going to be a Final Fantasy XII remake.
Oh, really? They're finally doing that?
You know, it's just been hinted at a lot. It's not official, but it might as well be.
I wasn't sure if they were ever going to return to that one, since it seems like fans are not fond of it.
Well, you know, that's like every Final Fantasy beyond 6, honestly.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's always someone that hates it.
There's always people that hate 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, 12 was my favorite. Well, I mean, I haven't played half of them, but I love 12. That's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. So
I've been waiting for this ever since they said they were going to remake 10. I figured, all right, it's going to be inevitable, and with next year being the 10th anniversary, I think they're going to announce it then.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But they did get 2 remakes of 10 in there first.
Yeah, that's true. Which are also on PS4 and PS3 and PS2, honestly. So, oh, Star Ocean 5, but that's PS3 and PS4. Well, except here. I think it's just a PS4 game when they localize it. And then they remade Star Ocean 2 again.
Star Ocean 2, what was that, the PlayStation 1 one?
Yeah. Actually, it's not so much a remake, they just took the PSP version and, like, upscaled it.
Oh, sweet. I love when they do that.
Gosh, there's a...
Oh, it begins that way.
What else was it? Also,
Shit.
yes.
Got it. Oh shit. I don't remember how to fight this thing.
I also don't know what you mean by the lack of good PS4 games, because it's got knack, so...
No, I swear to God, I looked up, the first thing I looked up, because this guy's kids are like 9 and 11, so
Yeah.
I looked up like best kids games for PS4. You better believe Knack was on the list.
Next to what? Every Just Dance?
Next to like Journey, which is just mind-blowing to recommend that game to a kid, like that's ever going to keep their attention.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good game, but, I suppose it is kid-friendly ostensibly.
Yeah, it's also, again, not really a PS4 game.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the best I could come up with was Tearaway Unfolded, and again, not really a PS4 game.
Well, do you think they have a better shot of buying it on Vita?
Nah, I talked to him about all this stuff because I was trying to convince him to get a Wii U, and he
Yeah.
kind of said, you know, the kids want a PS4, and you know, you don't want to get the kids something that they didn't ask for. So I said, well, what about like handhelds? And he said they play iPad games already, so they don't need extra handhelds.
Wow.
Wow, what the heck's up with those kids? First of all, why do they want a PS4? It's like, is there a specific game that they wanted
Yeah, it's
wanted from it?
it's one of those things where like the boys' friends all have it, and they play sports games and stuff.
Oh.
And so, you know, when you're a little kid, you want the same stuff your friends have.
Oh, that's right. Dragon Quest XI is going to be on PS4.
Oh,
I
really?
imagine, like, reputation is like the sole reason the PS4 is doing as well as it has, in spite of its most of its games being pretty much the PS3 or multi-plats like, Watch Dogs or whatever.
It's pretty much just scarcity of competition. I mean, Xbox One doesn't look good either, and so that's where we are right now.
But I think like PS4, like the Xbox One is still suffering from, one, its stupid ass name, but two, that fiasco they did where they wanted it to be online all the time.
Yeah, that killed it out the gate.
Yeah.
And I don't think they ever caught up because of that. And because because online multiplayer is such an important part of games these days, whichever one gets the lead at first is kind of the one that everyone's going to get because they want to be able to play against their friends.
Well, I mean, 360 had a pretty big lead in at the beginning, and then, like, halfway through the generation, PS3 somehow turned itself around.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't know that. I mean, I know there was a while when the PlayStation 3 was neglected. Like, it took a while for BioShock to get a PS3 port. But,
it's because the architecture was harder to work with, and so a lot of the early ports were worse on PS3, and then a lot of people just didn't bother with ports.
Yeah, Bayonetta was another one that was notorious for that, where its PS3 port was butchered.
Yeah. So eventually they caught up, and eventually they started getting more exclusives, or the exclusives started to pile up in favor of PS3.
Yeah.
I think it helped because the PS3 disk space was a lot better. Like, L.A. Noire is like 4 discs on the 360, and it's just 1 disc on the PS3.
Yeah, the Blu-ray thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blu-ray winning the format war went in its favor big time. Because it's one of those things where who wants to buy a Blu-ray player? Just buy a console.
Oh, I did the exact same thing. Come here. Come closer. Oh.
You don't think those kids would have liked to play Bloodborne?
That's what... So, then later, I guess on Friday, I went to GameStop just to look at PS3 games for myself, and I just took a look over the PS4 section, and it is funny how a good 50% of the games are M-rated.
Yeah.
And the rest are T. And one of the things that makes me sad is, like, Final Fantasy Type 0, I think, is M-rated.
It is, yeah.
And it's like, come on, Final Fantasy used to be, like, an all-ages, like, kids game. Like, it doesn't have to be juvenile for it to be playable for kids. Like, it just seems sad that they have to go in that direction for no apparent reason, or for, I don't know.
I know, yeah, like you know, Naughty Dog going from Crash Bandicoot to Last of Us.
Right.
That is another thing that I think lends the appeal away from the Wii U, is that people will still see it as kind of the kiddie console or whatever. Yeah, whereas PlayStation's the quote-unquote grown-up console. Fuck! Don't get there!
I just don't get the whole kiddie thing. Like, I
know. What
the hell does that mean?
It's from it's that old '90s stereotype.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what started, like, way back with Sega Genesis, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, where everything had to be Comic Zone.
I mean, they weren't exactly, dark and mature, but
I think Sega was just more aggressive in saying ours is better, and then
ours is cool.
Yeah, and PlayStation was the one who said, "Hey, you're growing up. Time to play some grown-up games like Tomb Raider
or Metal Gear Solid."
Yeah. What do you got over there? Super Mario Brothers again? Wow.
Which is weird because Super Mario Brothers is still harder than any of those games.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, it's all just a marketing lie, because ultimately what makes games mature has absolutely nothing to do with the content.
Yeah.
And what makes stories mature has nothing to do with the content. So That's why something like Final Fantasy being M-rated seems so stupid, because it's like, there are good stories in this series that are perfectly... I mean, Final Fantasy 12 is perfectly appropriate for kids,
Yeah.
and I think it has a great story.
You know, Phoenix Wright 5 is M-rated.
Is that true?
What?
Yes.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
sorry. Did you? A Phoenix Wright game is M-rated.
What happens in that game?
It's like the game itself isn't radically different in terms of being more edgy or anything. It's the problem is that it got a little bloody in some cutscenes.
Oh.
That's weird.
That's about the only reason that for the rating bump. Otherwise, it looks an
But what kind of blood? You're going from E to M. Like, what kind of blood are we talking about? Here?
Well,
some
look,
kind of.
you're seeing a little girl covered in blood.
Oh.
It's a bit, yeah.
So the stories are like, I mean, that's one where I'm still of the opinion that it's a series that's been for kids, so don't make it M.
Right.
But when you're doing like a real life type scenario, I can understand why you would want those more mature like ideas there. Like if you're doing a law room simulator, it's not necessarily wrong to have murder.
Right. I mean,
But-
yeah, it's still a jaunty, little thing. It's basically where you can tell what little, even the tiny difference like that can cause the ESRB to flip out.
Right?
Yeah. That does sound more like an ESRB thing, where it's like they
Yeah.
got a bit.
It was less
Like,
cap-
oh yeah, Twilight Princess was rated T, and I'm that one still kind of amazes me because I mean, I believe Ocarina of Time was the one that actually had Ganondorf like vomiting blood at one point,
Yeah.
and even that game managed to stay E, even though they censored it to being green. But
Well, graphics
Whatever.
getting more realistic also made the censors harsher.
probably.
I could see that.
What the hell in Twilight Princess did get it a T though?
I don't remember. Maybe violence. Maybe can't be. Maybe drinking. I don't know. I don't. No, because they made that
Why?
same joke in Majora's. I don't know. Somebody look it up. I don't. I really don't remember. This part is so crazy. It's. Here we go. Oh my god! Oh, I can't believe I got through that unscathed.
I just checked the ESRB yesterday, and because I wanted to show Shouty that even though Earthbound for the original Wii was a mistake, the rating is still up there. And it says that Earthbound on Super Nintendo was E, but Earthbound on Wii U is T.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, well, it's the same game, so what the hell happened?
I mean, Earthbound gets pretty weird at the end. Like, weird, but it's like weird disturbing, not weird like content weird. I mean, unless you like think an 8-year-old's gonna be able to figure out what a fetus is.
What's a fetus?
No! I'm
Aw.
sucky. I butterfingered that. That's what it was. I didn't. Okay. Oh yeah, the movie 9 was another one that I remember being surprised that it got a. It got a, was it PG-13 rating? Yeah, and I think it's because of that same reason where there's just like one part that's like maybe a little bit too creepy for the kids, so that's why they bumped up the rating a bit.
I don't
know
know
if you guys-
movie that is.
Oh,
Nine.
it's not. Yeah, 9. It's not that great of a movie, so it doesn't surprise me because that it's one of the more obscure ones.
Oh, I thought
Even
it was
though
alright.
even though Tim Burton's name's on it.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it's all right, but man,
I do think I vaguely know what you're talking about. Is that the one with like the little Sackboy character?
Yeah.
yep.
Okay, yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Oh god, we gotta do this again. With 1 health, I'm gonna die. Who cares? Jesus. Alright. I think this is actually the last level before I go to the bosses. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe those kids. Actually, that's another thing that is a little bothering me because the PlayStation 2 did have this problem, but the PS3 and I think the PS4. Okay, both of the HD twins are having this problem where it's like they're not having enough games, for kids.
Yeah, I found a grand total of 5 recommendable games for kids on PS4.
So that's Knack, Just Dance 4, Just Dance 5.
I believe it was. Well, one was Lego Marvel Superheroes, so that already tells you the quality of this list.
Well, they're not bad Lego games, but I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Resort to that.
not exactly an original game. Tearaway Unfolded. Shit, I can't think of any of them now. One of them was Project Cars Racing Simulator.
Wow.
I said, if they like cars, maybe, because I remember playing Gran Turismo when I was a little kid.
Well, the problem is they probably think you mean the Pixar cars now. Drive Club?
No, I didn't want to recommend 2 racing games. Shoot, what were the other? I know I threw in some downloadable games that I'm not counting in that 5, like Hohokum and Resogun.
Oh, you know what just got announced yesterday? Ni no Kuni 2.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Oh, I'm actually surprised because I know Studio Ghibli. It was at Miyazaki. Hayao Miyazaki, yeah, basically stopped. Like he finally quit, or he finally retired. But not only did he retire, he took Studio Ghibli with him. So like Studio Ghibli isn't going to make any more movies like ever.
Oh really?
But,
He
yeah.
hasn't been involved in their movies for a little while now, and he's also retired about 5 times.
Yeah, he was supposed to retire like way back with Spirited Away, but he kept making more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure after Princess Mononoke is his first semi-retirement, because Mononoke is the last one where he reviewed every single frame himself, and then Spirited Away he said he was going to retire after that, and then I think after Howl's Moving Castle I'm not sure he has any more directorial credits.
Tales of Earthsea was the only one he didn't direct at all, and then he went back to directing with the ones after with Ponyo and
Oh, that's right, there is Ponyo. I
the
forgot.
one with the airplane. I forgot what it was called. Because that's like the last movie they're making. It's about a dude who designs planes.
I just never had any interest in seeing Ponyo.
The thing that bugs me about Miyazaki is that there's also somebody higher up in From Software named Miyazaki. So when I see gaming news about Miyazaki said such and such about Dark Souls. I'm like, what? The Studio Ghibli guy? Oh no, the From Software president.
Just bad reporting.
Oh, I fricked that part up too, and I normally wouldn't.
I'm like, what? Why is Miyazaki playing Bloodborne? What would he do with it?
I don't know. I mean, Ninja Blade had all of Tokyo being destroyed by mutant worm people. That sounds like a Miyazaki plot if I've ever heard one.
There we go. It's so freaking tight.
You know, it's sad. Ninja Blade hints at a sequel in the ending, and I don't feel like that's the kind of thing that even remotely had a chance to happen even at the time.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
It was I think it's 360 only. It came out right around the same time as Ninja Gaiden 2.
Oh,
So it got like a lot of shit for that.
oh,
The thing is, it's not really even attempting to be a Ninja Gaiden type game. It's like an Asura's Wrath type cinematic game.
yeah.
So it's just like boss fights interspersed with quick time event cutscenes, and no one paid it any attention because of Ninja Gaiden 2, which I can't cry about too much because Ninja Gaiden 2 is awesome. But Ninja Blade was really good as well, and it was like the plot was sort of a tribute to exploitation cinema, so it was just super nasty and violent. Which is cool when that's actually the purpose of your game and not just something you threw in because you want to be on PS4.
So I linked the list to the next Awesome Games Done Quick speedrun marathon.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And you may have noticed there's no Tetris this year.
Well, there's kind of no way to go up from what they did before. Actually, as a matter of fact, seeing it at SGDQ felt kind of silly because they had already done the guy had already gotten the Grandmaster ranking,
Oh,
so it was just like him screwing around basically at SGDQ. Just
well,
seemed stupid.
I mean, I guess they still feel like the need to exhibition it for the sake of playing it. Like every year, it's always Banjo-Kazooie in the winter and Banjo-Tooie in the summer, and it's always the same guy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta fill up the time somehow, and there are only so many games, and when you have someone who's willing to come play, why not let them come play? Is there gonna be a Castlevania 64 run?
There is a Castlevania block, but I don't think 64.
Ah, damn it. I missed that a couple years ago, and that really irritated me.
Castlevania 1, 3, 4, and Bloodlines.
Ah, Bloodlines, that's cool.
And then
That's
the
one of the-
usual.
One of the few I've never beaten.
And then it seems like the annual Punch-Out Blindfold run.
Ah, yeah, they do always do that.
And Azure Striker is there this year.
What's... I guess they don't say on there what the time of the speed run is going to be.
No, they have the predictions on here.
Oh, okay, what is it?
An hour 15.
That seems really long. I was
Mhm.
hoping that was going to be like 25 minutes or something.
Oh, gosh.
I'm just not impressed by hour 15.
Maybe you should send in your complaints. Hey, I don't think you guys are really pushing yourself to the limits here. Striker.
I feel like I could beat it in an hour 15 if I practiced. That's only like half of my original completion time. I like it when it's like, it has to be at least like less than 10% of my time for me to be impressed.
What the fuck? Okay, that boss is so weird.
Who the hell is this guy? It feels like the least Batman enemy ever.
Isn't that Shredder from Ninja Turtles?
I mean, I would have said it was one of the Ginyu squad, but okay.
Something I'm pretty excited is that they're finally going to speedrun Ocarina Master Quest. I've never seen that done before.
Oh, that's cool. I've never actually even played that. Because I didn't get that special GameCube disc, and then I really don't want to buy Ocarina of Time 3D.
Oh, well.
I know I won't play it is the thing. I bought Majora's Mask 3D and I haven't touched that, and I like that better than Ocarina of Time.
I guess that's fair. They actually made the Water Temple easier.
In Master Quest?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So it's like all that stuff Aonuma was saying about wishing he could make the Water Temple easier. He kind of already did that when he remade the. Well, you could see shades of that when he.
God, you fuck! Yeah, so this is another example where the boss kind of just boils down into really repetitive pattern. Kind of like Pop Mail, where the same shit happens. And if you get off that pattern, he starts like getting up in your face and punching you in a
I'm
way
not
that's
even
like.
sure if that's a Jack Nicholson photo from the movie. I think they just took a photo of Jack Nicholson. and just
Oh,
said,
I
"Put it
didn't
in
get
the
a
game."
sweet spot. Oh, that's not what it is. Alright. Oh shit. Oh no, don't worry, I can just go straight to him at least.
The thing is, as an adult, I don't even feel like the Water Temple's that hard.
It
Like,
really isn't.
It's not.
when I was a kid, probably only because it had been hyped up so much by my friends, it like blew my mind.
I did always dread it as a kid because like the whole water level stuff was just too much work.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's like, oh, this is like baby easy.
Yeah, it really, I honestly think the Forest Temple's harder. And
I think it's been years, but I still think the Great Bay Temple from Majora's harder.
Oh yeah. That one
yeah,
is
that
harder.
probably is harder as well.
I think I don't know if it was Shouty or Golem who said, "Oh, come on, you were being a baby. That temple's not so hard."
I honestly don't think any of them in Majora's Mask are that hard, but I also go to the trouble of getting the fairies.
Oh
which
yeah, that is
makes
what.
them seem insane.
Oh yeah, so in Master Quest, the Water Temple, one of the things that stands out is that one room with the towers. It's like completely demolished. So you just climb the room without having to worry about raising it or lowering anything because the towers are like. It's like Aonuma went into the room, tossed them over, and they're bridges for scaling the room. It's just so cool.
But everything else is meant to be harder, right?
For the most part, yeah. It is. But Water Temple, I think they made easier on purpose.
Huh. Yeah, I guess next time I've probably played Ocarina of Time like 5 times now. So I guess next time I should try to find a way to play it Master Quest. I think Golem has that GameCube disc.
Oh yeah?
Damn.
Well,
I don't know, he pre-orders every Nintendo game, so...
There's always Dolphin.
Oh hell no.
Nah,
That's way too much to run on the computer to get it to
Well,
be any smooth.
I can't play long games in emulators unless I have like some outside motivator, like Commune.
Oh.
I just can't pay attention to games at the computer. it's some weird nonsense thing that I have.
Jabu Jabu in Master Quest is pretty bizarre. There's like cows trapped in his intestines.
Ew.
I know. Like, it's
Wait, where the hell did he get the chance to eat a cow?
I don't know, but there's like cows sticking out of the walls in that thing. It's so weird.
Oh, that's
I have
cool.
to see that. That sounds cool. But who the hell fed him a cow? I mean,
don't-
It was a sacrifice.
we stole these from Lon Lon Ranch. Don't tell them.
You can never tell with those primitive cultures.
Yeah, they don't even wear pants.
the Spirit Temple. I think maybe the Spirit of the Shadow Temple had a requirement to have the Scarecrow song, just to keep going. Or maybe
I
it was
guess-
Ganon's cap.
I am so versed in getting the Scarecrow song anyway and using it for stuff that I'm not sure I ever even noticed that you don't need it.
Oh, well, that's my problem, I guess, because I used to kind of skip that a lot, the Scarecrow song. I forgot about him.
Poor guy, all by
Uh,
himself out there.
I know. And the 3DS version of Ocarina makes that frog minigame a lot easier. It's incredible.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that is scary.
I know.
That's like Silent Hill. Why would it? I mean, that's not even how digestion works. That's like he fused with a cow, not he ate a cow. Actually, what that reminds me of is there's a Belly of a Whale level in Devil May Cry 3 that's pretty creepy.
Yeah, I remember that one too. I remember that boss being one of the most fun to wreck
Oh, I really
Because
like
of-
that boss, yeah.
because
One
you
that-
can switch cancel in the air like crazy and
Yeah,
beat
that's
him.
one of the ones that really encourages you to use technique. Like, he's not actually that challenging to beat. He is not going to kill you, probably. He just has patterns that make it fun to try to speedrun him.
Is it true what they say about Devil May Cry 2?
I have not gotten around to playing that yet. I
What
have
do they
the
say?
HD collection.
I've got it too.
So I've played through 1 and 3 a couple times now, and 2 is next on my... Actually, no, sorry. 4 is next on my list. Once I've
Oh,
played
you just-
4, I'll play 2.
I have played 2. What is it that they say? Because
Everyone hates 2.
I never. I should look in the specifics, but everyone hates it to the point where they don't even want to talk about why they hate it. That's the problem. It's like
yeah,
even like when the HD collection was announced, they're like, "Oh, how are there 3 games when there were only ever 2 games?" And oh boy, there is just this huge mass thing of like trying to pretend that Devil May Cry 2 never existed. That's how bad it gets. Like, I rarely see
Okay.
that for like Final Fantasy 8 or anything. You know?
that's a little exaggerated. I mean, 2 isn't that bad, but 2 was a game that I played as a kid and remembering only finishing the first disc because it was a 2-disc game, and I just didn't bother because 2 wasn't. Hang on. So one of the first issues was that 2, there was way too much open space with everything. That was the first thing that comes to mind, and then certain bosses like that monkey. It was way too easy to just shoot them from a distance. Like I remember fighting through one of the final bosses, which is just this nasty blob of like all the previous bosses you fought, like mixed in the middle. So I just walk around and start just shooting them, and that was pretty much what I did the whole fight. And that was kind of lame because I didn't really know how to get up close and fight them. My memories on it are very vague, as you might notice, but
Yeah, I've played about the first stage of it, just because I figured I'd try it out when I got the collection. And one of the things I did notice the like huge areas thing that Adrian just mentioned, and I also noticed that the fighting system is way slower than it is in 1 and 3. It just, I mean, even the first level felt kind of miserable.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that fans of the series are always gonna universally hate because it's not made by the same team. So
Oh, it's one of those things.
yeah, so it's like even if it was great, they would just hate it to start with, and the fact that it's not as good apparently is kind of the icing on the cake. That's why, like, after DMC came out, 4 got redeemed because everyone was like, "Oh, this isn't even close to as bad as DMC," because 4 was still the real team. It was just that it was a bad game by the real team.
You know, I was about to say it's kind of surprising to me because usually Kamiya's games are like the one game. You know what I'm trying to say? Like Okami, people love that, but Okami people
yeah.
like. But so he did DMC 1 only, and then
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people who gush over 3 being the best too. So it's like they must
Yep.
have done something really good in 3 to outdo Kamiya.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
but I swear if Kamiya had been on 3 or had not been on 1, then there wouldn't be so many people who still contend that 1 is the best. Like, generally 3 is considered the best, or I feel like you'll find more people that say that, like if you're
Yeah.
on a poll.
Right.
But there are still those who contend that 1 is better. And I feel like if you didn't have the Kamiya factor, that probably wouldn't happen at all. Not that 1 is bad. I mean, I think 1's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just people being purists.
right. I honestly am like, Kamiya is one of those people where I certainly have a ton of respect for him and consider him an extremely important game developer, but I
Yeah,
also just have always much preferred the games he influenced versus the games he developed. Like I've said, his Platinum and Clover games are my least favorite of Platinum and Clover's games.
Oh wow.
Like, God Hand is so much better than Beautiful Joe, for instance. Then, like, Mad World is way better than Bayonetta. Metal Gear
Well-
Rising is even better than that.
I don't know. I think I enjoyed Bayonetta more than Mad World. Mad World, I thought Mad World was great with like the flavor text and everything. But
Yeah.
I didn't really feel compelled to replay it like I did Bayonetta.
See, I've played Mad World like 4 or 5 times now. Bayonetta, I had to force myself to get through it the first time. I think part of it is because I've played enough action games or beat 'em ups or whatever you want to call them at this point that I'm more attracted to the weirder stuff than the stuff that just does it straight up. Like Bayonetta, I think is a really good starting point for people, but to me it feels boring. Like Mad World is not that refined, and it's got some strange systems and balance issues, but it's also so bizarre that I really get into it. Like the scoring system is just such a neat little thing.
I think maybe the reason I kept going was just for the flavor text. Really.
See, to be completely honest, I turn that off. It drives me nuts.
Oh my gosh.
I think the first time through I played with it on, and then after that I was like, alright, this is super annoying.
And I think what was fun to me is that it was randomized too, because I remember them saying something really hilarious when you beat one of the bosses, and then I watched my friend do it, and they said something with a lot less charm, and I'm like, oh no, they didn't say the joke that I wanted him to hear, and I was just. On the one side, I was glad to find out that they keep things fresh, but I was also upset that he didn't get to hear the joke.
Yeah, it definitely, I thought it was well done for what it is. Like,
Yeah.
it was trying to be like sports commentary, and I thought
Yeah.
like it did a pretty good job of evoking that, not seeming like just triggered text. or triggered script. But I also just didn't think it was that funny. Oh, and I also like Anarchy Reigns better than Bayonetta. But
Wow.
and then that's another like preference one where it's
Isn't
like,
that more of a multiplayer focused game though?
technically it is, but what I get out of it is that it's a multi-character game. Like, you know, it has a roster of 16 characters, which is to me awesome. Like, that's what I like about fighting games, experimenting with lots of different characters, more so than the competitive play. So, you know, it's so rare these days to get a beat 'em up that even has 3 characters, let alone 16. So that,
Oh, so wait, Anarchy Reigns plays sort of like that, like a beat 'em up. I don't something about it. I thought it played kind of. I don't know.
So, there are now it does. It plays the same as like Bayonetta. Like it has, you know, your normal enemies and your mini bosses and stuff.
Yeah.
But it has more focus on those one-on-one style duels, which are not any different than in Bayonetta when you fight like, what's her name? The other witch, Susan,
Jean.
Tim.
Jean.
Jean,
Dot?
right? Yeah, so it's similar to that when you're fighting the other characters.
Tim the Witch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, close enough. So those are always my favorite parts in, you know, most beat 'em ups. Like in Devil May Cry, my favorite parts are fighting Virgil or Nello Angelo. So Anarchy Reigns has that as its centerpiece, but it still has your regular.
So you like so in Beautiful Joe you liked fighting yourself?
I can't say I like anything about Beautiful Joe.
Oh man.
It is one of those games that every time I put it in to give it a run, for the first 2 stages, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I don't like this game. Or I thought I didn't like this game. It's so fun. And then I get to stage 3 and it's like, it's so repetitive. And I just have never been able to get into them.
So it's basically your fault that we don't have a Beautiful Joe 3, is what you're saying.
We have a Beautiful Joe 2.
2, but not a 3. We gotta. It ended on the cliffhanger, man. We gotta finish it.
You know, I never got to the end, so it didn't end on a cliffhanger for me.
Oh well.
The ending in my head is that the nuclear bomb is dropped and everyone in the game dies.
My God. I don't want to read your fanfics. You know, that is nice of the game to skip that other boss for you when you go to fight the Joker again.
I'm trying to get it. I'm pausing like that because I'm trying to get a feel for, like, what is the spacing with those things? Because it doesn't feel that clear to me.
This, yeah,
Like that.
it's hard to watch because we're getting like 1 frame a second, so we see like 1 frame of his bullet, and that's it. I honestly can't even tell which ones go to the end of the screen and which
What?
don't.
What happened to your weapons? You fight gun with gun?
Yeah. I'm thinking of doing that, yeah, because the thing is, when he runs at you, he runs when he tries to run to the other side, he's still a hitbox, so you kind of need to do that thing with those boxes in stage 4 where you just punch them and deactivate their hitboxes so that they move through you without hurting you.
Right.
But, you know, I think I am just going to use the boomerang. I don't think I want to really fist fight it anymore. And also, I'm starting to lose my own... I haven't been paying attention as much because I've been listening to everything you guys were talking about.
Oh yeah, that's one of those things. I'm also playing 20XX and only semi-watching.
I should be playing Mole Mania, but
Wait, Warrior Fan, you're not playing 20XX, right? Because you have a Mac?
that's true.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I hate it when this happens.
I-
Oh.
Swear I saw a thread on the forum where someone says they got it running on Linux. That's close.
It's like a Mac. It's just a completely different OS.
Well, it has the same POSIX. It still conforms to the POSIX standard. That's what really matters when it comes to running 20XX, I think.
You know, one of my friends got really excited. I kind of felt bad about this because he got excited because there is a Steam link of a bunch of all these Japanese console games that might be coming to PC soon, and a lot of them were pretty cool games. But I'm like, well, you know, I don't really care because Japanese games don't even come to Mac, so I'm sorry, pal. It's really great that these games are coming to PC, but you know I don't really care because I can play them on my PlayStation, and they're probably not going to come to Mac anyway.
Yeah, Mac, it's the worst of both worlds.
Both worlds.
Yeah, you know, the gaming world and the anything else you want to do world.
Oh gosh. Well.
I actually have no feelings on OSs. Windows sucks, and honestly, I'm happiest when I'm using Linux terminal only.
I was raised to be on Mac basically. My dad is the one who is the Mac fan in the family, so he's basically the reason I have a Mac.
So
I don't.
it's in your blood.
I'm afraid so. Yeah. I'm not really resentful about it, you know. Because like indie games come to Mac and stuff, and that's pretty cool. But like then you get like, oh, check out the sale for Ori and the Blind Forest. And it's like, well, I can't play this on the Mac, but I can play it on the Xbox.
Yeah, I guess actually, like the widespread use of open engines is probably the best thing that ever happened to Mac, and that's why you should hate games like 20XX that have custom engines, because they're the ones that never come out over there.
So the best I can hope for is Unity ports.
Well, you shouldn't even have to. Unity shouldn't be ports. Unity runs on Mac already, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. That's kind of like the entire. Well, no, I guess I say that from a programmer standpoint, but the benefit of APIs to a programmer is that they're portable like that.
He's killing me way too fast. That's why. It is because he's doing extra damage. So I can only take 3 hits before I die. It's one of those. I love it. Oops. And no, you cannot duck under those bullets.
Okay,
Damn it!
How come Joker has Raiden powers?
I don't know. Also, it's really annoying. My controller keeps getting disconnected. Oh my god. Let me fix this real quick.
Like,
It's like
could
these
he always summon lightning? It's just not making sense to me.
Well, Jack Nicholson's always been able to.
Oh, okay, so they just translated that into his character in the game here.
Right, why not? Best of both worlds, you know?
The Jack Nicholson world and the Joker world.
Yeah. There's two kinds of people in this world. Jack Nicholson and the Joker.
God, fuck this part. It's the only thing that still gets me from being able to do perfect run of this level.
Did you say there were 6 worlds?
Yeah, this. Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Did this say level 5 or something?
Yeah, it says 5-3 when you're on Joker.
Oh,
Yeah, there were only 5.
I'm an idiot then. I don't know where I got 6 from.
Oh well.
It feels like that's such a standard. Like Castlevania has 6.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Contra has 6.
Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden also has 6.
Yeah, but all the sequels have like 50.
Or-
And Mario has 8, so...
Yeah, Mario does like 8. Yoshi like 6.
5 is more like... Nah, even... shooters are usually 6, too. Gradius.
Oh, fuck. I've been getting that every other time. And now when I'm actually paying more attention, I don't.
Wasn't Ikaruga 5?
Yeah. Pretty positive.
I should beat that. I always lost on level 3.
Yeah, level 3 is where it gets hard. I think that's as far as I've been. I've never been a huge Ikaruga fan.
Oh, really?
It's okay. I think Treasure's better with run and guns than they are with straight up shoot 'em ups.
You know, I think that's probably true, honestly. Gunstar Heroes is super cool. No, wait,
Yeah.
don't you hate Gunstar Heroes?
It's okay. It's,
Or is that Golem that hates Gunstar Heroes?
Golem does hate it, and I think it's a little overrated, if only because Treasure has made so many other awesome games. Like, I think Alien Soldier is just so much better than Gunstar. But I don't, blame anyone for liking Gunstar. It's a cool game.
I remember trying to tell him that Gunstar Heroes 3D came out, and he was like, oh, shit. Or something like that.
Yeah, he was really unhappy when I told him I bought it. He was like, why? I said,
gosh.
I can finally give it an honest shot and play through it.
Oh.
I mean, it took me a really long time to come around to Dynamite Heady, too. I thought that game was awful about the first 15 times I played it. And now I like it.
What changed your mind?
It just is very confusing what the game even is. Like, at first it comes off like it's a platformer. And so when you're focusing on the platforming, it's like, oh, this is like really boring. What the hell is going on here? And then eventually you notice that it's only the first 2 levels that are platforming, and then after that it's just a boss rush. And so it doesn't feel like it's as random anymore when you when the concept sinks in. There's also just some... I mean, if you want to talk about bizarre tutorials...
Fuck!
The greatest game to look at.
How many hits do you take, you piece of shit? Sweet spot? Nope, that's not it.
I played Mega Man 64 when I was a kid and couldn't get into it. And I'm kind of hoping that playing it nowadays I'll be able to ease into it and see what's so great about it.
I think it's alright. I played it when I was, I don't know, probably 5 years ago when I was in my 20s. No, I was in college, never mind. But it is, there's some pretty obtuse stuff in it. Like, there were many times when I needed to go to a guide to figure out what was going on.
I think the reason I wasn't too keen on it was like I had never heard of it existing before. So
It's one of those games that no one ever talks about.
So I was like, this doesn't play like the Mega Man games on the NES. So I was very confused about what was going on, or why Mega Man looked so different, and where was the boss menu.
Yeah, I don't really understand why it's a Mega Man game.
Well, I mean, they change things up when in these all these spin-offs and everything, like Battle Network, right?
Battle Network, I feel like, is a bit out there as well, but Battle Network at least retains some of the basic concepts of Mega Man, like bosses or like
Hate that so
robot
much.
masters, I guess I should say.
But, like bosses and what?
Like robot masters and like elemental weaknesses and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not the most important thing, but I feel like that is at least retaining some of the identity. Whereas Legends or 64, I just can't think of anything that connects it to the old games. Except that someone said it is Mega Man. Like, it's an adventure game. Which is so far the opposite of what Mega Man is. And it's not, like, there's no focus, like, at least Battle Network you can say is mostly an action game. It's an RPG, but it's based around that action combat system. But Legends is very light on combat. I remember that was the biggest surprise to me when I played it, how, like, I mean, obviously you have your Buster and there are enemies, but when you're in a dungeon, you fight like 5 enemies in the whole dungeon. And there are dungeons.
The Legend of Mega Man.
What could
Golem's always told me that Mega Man Legends 2 is way better than 1.
That's what I hear too.
So, I might at some point pick that up on PlayStation Network, but I'm not in like a huge hurry to either.
Legends
Sequels
2 isn't
to
on
the-
PlayStation Network.
Oh, it's not? Only the first one is?
It's Legends 1 in the Tron Bond game.
Yeah, I did see Tron Bon on there.
But I mean, Legends 2 is probably inevitable if they can get Legends 1. But
The thing is, it's probably not that expensive to buy the disc either, or is it?
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure all the Mega Man Legends games.
Yeah, I guess they probably didn't get too big of print runs. I have heard people say good things about the Tron Bon games, but I don't know anything about them.
About what?
The Tron Bon games.
Oh, I don't know too much about it either, but people dig that one too. Yeah, let's see. Mega Man Legends 2, buy it used for $65.
Yeah, definitely not worth it.
Tron Bond, buy it used for $200.
Yeah, I knew that one was really expensive.
I think it's like a mini game collection, but also an adventure. But I'm not too sure. I know it's popular though.
Doesn't sound appealing to me at all.
Well, I mean, if I tried to describe Mega Man X Command Mission to you, would that sound appealing?
Well, Mega Man, how would you describe Mega Man X Command Mission?
Mega Man X SRPG.
God.
Sorry, what
damn.
did you say?
Mega Man X SRPG.
I would have just, well, that would sound appealing to me, for one. And personally, I would just say it's Mega Man 10, or Mega Man X pretending to be Final Fantasy 10.
10 or Tactics?
10? Command Mission's not that strategic, is it?
I don't know. I thought you knew. I haven't played it either, but I thought it was
Oh.
a Tactics game.
No, I've definitely played it, and it's definitely not a tactics game. It's Final Fantasy 10, but with Mega Man paint.
Oh. Jeez. That changes everything I knew about Command Mission.
I mean, I even like Network Transmission, that one that everyone hates.
Yeah, the GameCube one.
Yeah, I think it's actually pretty good. It just is, well, it's not that well balanced. Like, I like the idea of working the card system into the chip system into a platformer, but I just think they could have tried a lot harder to have not 75% of the chips be totally worthless.
So, do you think you'd play R-Type Tactics?
I would definitely play R-Type Tactics.
Really?
I don't even like R-Type. I mean, I really like tactics games.
Yeah, tactics games are really good. It's just like you really wouldn't think a shoot 'em up would spin off into a tactics game.
No, that's one of those ones where it's like a spin-off just being ridiculous for the sake of being ridiculous. Or that's how I read it. I don't know how Japan works, to be totally
You think Jack Nicholson could beat this game?
Yeah, I've heard he's a really big fan of,
Sunsoft platformers?
yeah. Didn't he make a documentary about Journey to Silius?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's like an hour-long thing about him trying to find a copy of Gimmick.
Yeah, and he wears a t-shirt with a picture of Gimmick on it the whole time. Adrian, how many attempts is this?
I don't know. I'm starting to get fatigued.
Yeah,
So,
it seems like it.
yeah, and part of it is that I can't get a good idea of like how to space myself, because you notice that the Joker, well, one, those tiles don't do a good job of giving you an idea of where those lightning things land, but the Joker also moves in between the tiles. He doesn't exactly stand on them, so even then it's like I have to like measure like in between them by like the thirds, and that's too wonky for me to do as fast as those things come up.
It would be really nice if this game had a boss health bar, so you could tell like if there's any more effective than others.
I pretty universally support boss health bars. I just can't think of a great reason not to have one. Unless you're, like, intentionally doing something really tricky. It can be really difficult. I guess it doesn't bother me as much these days, because I'm more... If I decide to beat something, I'm more likely to stick with it. But... it just has a big effect on your strategy. When you know, like... oh, I can stand to take 2 hits because I only was 1 boomerang away from killing him.
Yeah.
Versus, like, okay, it's like seeing the boss health bar can often make it clear, in Castlevania, for instance, I really can't stand to take any hits against this boss because it's going to be a 5-minute fight no matter what.
Yeah. Actually, I've been playing... like the newer Castlevanias don't have that health bar, but at least they let you know how much damage you're doing, so there is that sort of indication.
Yeah, you have I feel like a pretty good ballpark idea on those.
Yeah, that part is so... like, they went overboard with that shit right here. This shit right here.
Yeah. I've always thought there were a couple of parts in this game where they get kind of overboard, and this is definitely one of the worst. It's too bad Greg's not here. He would have lots of tips for you about the exact right way to play Joker.
He knows?
I don't know. I just assume Greg has played every Sunsoft game like 500 times.
That's a fair assumption.
That's his passion as a gamer. Crappy Sunsoft games.
Oh.
Well, I don't think this game is crappy, but...
No, I don't think this one is either, but I can't stand Journey to Silius.
Euphoria is awesome.
Euphoria's okay. It doesn't...
It's our group logo.
Yeah, which is weird.
Why have we never changed that? I think Soup did it just to see, hey, this works, and we just left it there.
Yeah, I think there was like a little war over it, and then that was like the last one in the war.
Just a Euphoria screen cap. That's... Oh, gosh.
Well, we did play Hibarike. Or is that... Maybe that was around the time that the logo got changed?
I don't even remember.
Oh, wait, it's not Soup's. That's the one that I made.
Oh, you made it.
Because Soup made it into the picture of just Shades, and then I added Leon jumping on Shades' head.
Oh. Because I knew Shades, he would have to be behind it. He loves Shades.
Right. It was a little game of one-upsmanship.
I mean, who doesn't love Shades, honestly?
It's a pretty good idea.
A ghost with sunglasses. It's like...
Yeah. That is the kind of character design I can really get behind.
How do we make this ghost relate to the children's? Put sunglasses on it. But that is bizarre. The whole thing with Leon. Like it's a dinosaur over in the Europe version, but it's like a cat wearing a dinosaur costume in Japan.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. Even what's his face? The main character is a little different.
Barricade? Isn't that the main character?
Well, no, it's Bop Louie for us.
That's right, Bop Louie.
Bop Louie.
Fuck did that even hit me? There we go, got it, Joe. Wait, what? Okay, 2 rests. If I can get up there, then there's no point. Thank you. Yeah, here's another one of those parts. Oh, got it. Alright, looks like I'm good. Got another 2 tries on the Joker. Well, more like 1. God! I couldn't even jump over that, fucker!
That was a good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, like that's another thing that... Oh, hang on, let me pause and put it towards what just happened there. So normally the Joker waits, right? And you can't duck under that bullet. And Batman's jumping is also kind of slow. So what happened there was he shot that thing way too fast and I couldn't get out of the way. And that sucks because it was unavoidable for me. Also, his things do a lot of damage. It's like 2 apiece, I think. That's why I die in 3 hits. Alright, let's see if I can... Yep. like, fuck, let me move, please. Like, that's why you gave me 6 units of health in the first place.
You have 7 units of health, though?
I do?
Or
Oh, I
8.
still die.
No, it's 8. I believe his attacks do different amounts of damage. I think the shockwave does 3. The bullet does 2, maybe. And the lightning does 2 or 3.
Yeah. All I know is that he can kill me pretty fast before I can move out the way from him comboing me.
Adrian, you think you'd like to download a ROM hack for Batman the game to make it easier?
What?
I looked it up. There's a couple hacks for Batman. One of them just makes it easy to defeat enemies. Another one here says the enemies are the same, but it changes some of the hazards in the levels, probably like the gears. And another one, which is the most important, it changes Batman's sprite from blue to gray.
Okay, I don't want that one, but
That just sounds inauthentic to me.
other ones like fix some of the level design so it's not so not so strict to where I need to like be tapping off the edge and doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. This is the level hack of the classic Batman game. Many of the hazards have been eliminated, and paths to avoid enemies have been created. None of the enemy behaviors or locations have been changed.
Huh. I didn't know people did that kind of ROM hack.
Oh, of course. I mean, they gotta. Some games that are too hard get hacks to get easier.
I'm not
Yeah.
up to date with the ROM hack community.
Yeah, so for me, stuff like this, where it's like, it's the kind of thing where you look at it and just go like, how am I supposed to get past this?
Yeah, I know.
And to me, that's the kind of thing where it's like, they should have probably spaced these out better. Yeah, I mean, it is doable. I've done it multiple times now, but I don't know.
Wow, Batman Color Fix looks awesome.
Doesn't it?
Actually, I think the sprite looks a lot worse.
You think so? Why is that?
Some about the colors. There's a thing on NES where you can only have, well, for the most part, 3 color sprites. Where sprites like Batman, they use similar shades so that they can do like shadows.
Uh-huh.
You can see the definition on his chest plate.
Right.
But if you look at the Color Fix one, all that definition is lost.
Oh, fuck.
Because they go with gray and black.
Oh, because he blends in with the shadows a bit, too.
Yeah, it honestly just... He looks like a suit of armor without a person in it.
Like a Robocop with a cape.
Yeah, he does kind of look like Robocop.
Have I ever mentioned that I think some robots with capes, or those kind of designs look super cool?
You think
Like
so?
that's the one thing I liked about Transformers 3 is that Megatron looked fucking awesome in that movie because he had that cool little cape because he turned into like an African sheep or something. Like I thought that was the coolest part of the movie for me when I saw him, you know, with the cape and what he transformed into.
I never really expected to hear that robots with capes are something that looks really cool. But
It is.
his design in... I just looked it up because I've definitely never seen Transformers 3, but his design reminds me of Doctor Doom.
Hmm.
Because Doctor Doom is all metal and he has a green cape. Or a green cloak, I guess, instead of a hood. Which is kind of what Megatron has as well.
Yeah, I guess you could probably throw Doctor Doom in that category too. Of like, metallic things wearing capes is cool.
So what about like knights wearing capes? You like that too? Because that's basically what Doctor Doom is.
Yeah, knights wearing capes is cool, I think.
Yeah, I think I can get behind that.
I like this description here for the Batman Easy Hack. It says, Some bosses, it is more noticeable that they are easier to defeat, especially the final two bosses where I felt the battles were too difficult. Joker takes only a few hits to defeat, as he does in the movie.
All about the authenticity. You know, the Batman Easy Hack changes Batman's color too.
Does it?
Yeah, look at the screenshots.
Oh, wow.
And that's actually a much better looking gray sprite than the Batman color fix.
Boy, there's things are heating up in the Batman color fix comic.
Okay, so fuck you. Fuck.
Like, because you can see that guy did exactly the shading thing that I was talking about.
Right, yeah.
Does this one called Hellfire turn Batman into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle or something?
I think it does, yes.
What the hell is this?
I don't understand what it is. And it calls him Valor, too.
It must be a
How
reference
many
to
fucking
something.
hits do you take? Ah! Ah.
Is it time to take a break?
Yep. Actually, I think it's a time to kind of just stop. I'll try again another time.
Now, I want to see the game with the Batman color fix.
Yeah. So, alright.
Alright, well, next time.
Yeah.
Joker.
Session's over.